like 2 months. But I have a great excuse why it's okay. Not really. The end of April, okay, so I've been having a plan. You know my plan. My plan is that I stitch a certain amount every month and then I can stay on track. Which works really good as long as I, you know, do that. And I didn't in April, and I was short in April. Then I went to do the Flosstube. These are my excuses. I have a list. Then I got sick, and apparently a whole bunch of other people got sick at the end of April too, because I started watching a whole bunch of Flosstubes and all I heard was and I'll be honest, about 85% of the people that I watch in April I didn't watch. I'm sorry, I'm one of those people, I can't take it. And I didn't want you to have to listen to me sniffle through an entire video. I don't have that much to share that's worth that kind of torture. So what have you guys been up to? Oh my gosh, it is spring finally, but we just had snow, like what, 2 weeks ago, a week ago, snow, cold weather. I ran the stove last night, weird. Although that weather is finally going away. And it's just been, everything's late, and it's just been a really, really, really weird winter, spring transition, if you will. But that's pretty much, that's my intro. Kind people are my kind of people. I've had a not kind people day. And so I almost didn't video this because on my other stuff that doesn't have anything to do with cross stitching or crafting or whatever, there's been a little bit of drama, and I don't do drama, like at all. In fact, pretty much no, not at all. Ask my mother. Anyways, you'd have to, because, you know, anyways, so I felt the need to wear, I dropped my clippy. Sophie, do you see her? I felt the need to wear my shirt. Be kind. Kind people. Anyways, I get it every once in a while here on YouTube too. And I would like to think that after 27 years of being online in the public, that I have really thick skin, but I don't. In general, I think it's gotten paper thin since I started being online, and I have a, oh, you're not nice, click and delete way of handling drama now, because it's like you'll watch an entire hour video and then your comment is, well, you know, you have a silent for that or whatever it is. There's like some snarky, you know, you spelled this wrong or you said this wrong or your word, whatever. And it has nothing to do with what you're sharing. Yet you have those people, bless them, that feel the need to educate you on your faults in public to the world. And to you I say, you will be blocked and banned. I have no time for it. I just can't. And I think I'd like to think that it's me being stronger, but it's not really. You know, most people would be like, let's work this out. No, I'm not. Piss off. I would never go to somebody's video or page and say, you know, that's a really pretty cross stitch. It's too bad you can't spell. Spell what? What? Or, you know, your video is wonderful, but you need to turn a light on. Now, there are a lot of times I think a lot of things, but I would never say them. It's called not my business. Now, if it's something harmful or hurtful that I hope that would help you not be embarrassed by it, I'll send you a message. That's what privacy and common courtesy is about. Anyways, I'm ranting. I'm sorry. This has nothing to do with cross stitch. I told you I should have just put this off. Okay, I have a list. A long list. And 98% of it's cross stitch. Oh, that is one of my bitches. You get on there and says, this is my channel all about cross stitch, where I just talk about my cross stitch. 45 minutes later of your entire life history, it's not cross stitch. Just own it. Just say, this is my channel. I'm going to tell you whatever I feel like talking about. So this is my channel. I'm going to tell you whatever I feel like talking about. You either like me or you don't. It's okay. All right. I have a stack of don't dump it off the table. How bad would that be? I hope this is recording. That would be bad. I tried to move all my stuff around so that you guys are not like, what are you doing? And I'm trying to look. I need to get a ring light. You have a ring light? Who has a ring light? I'd like to know if you have a ring light. Do you like it? I'm using my Canon 80D, and so I'm thinking about getting a ring light. Yeah. Anyways, oh, my rice is about to beep. If you hear that, it's not me sharing the wind. It's my Instapot coming to temperature. I have finishes to show. I have progresses to show. I have to read it because I don't remember what I wrote on my little entry thing. I have 2023 plans, which I'm not gonna share all of them in this video because I'm gonna do a separate video on that. I have a December stitch.
It's 12 o'clock.
I have a December stitch that a very good friend of mine on Facebook, I'll talk about that in a minute. But if you guys want to join along, I'm going to talk about it early in the season so that you guys can jump in. I have a question about an errant child chart. There's bad behavior involved and I need to know how to discipline it. I have a French knot tutorial, which it's not really a tutorial, it's just a picture, and I'm going to hopefully remember to put it up here. What else do I have on here? Talk about how I divide. Oh, somebody asked how I divide up charts, questions, that kind of stuff. And at the very end, I'm going to put some gardening crap in case anybody's interested in that. If you are, great. If you aren't, don't watch it. Okay. Let's get talking. All right, so first thing I'm going to show is what I've been working on. And again, I say this in every video. If you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, that's it. I've shared all the details about this. I will put as much information as I can in the bottom drop-down box, but again, we all know it's this big and 98% of the people don't read it anyways. So if you're looking for detailed information about something that I share, please check my Instagram or my Facebook, neither which you have to have a membership to do. They're both public. There's my FYI disclaimer. Yeah, let's get on it. All right, first one I'm going to share because it's on the top of the pile and it really looks like it's leaning. So if it goes to fall, somebody yell. My first chart that I'm going to share is Country Cottage Needleworks, Sheep in the Meadow. And again, I'm sharing April and May, and I don't actually know all of what sections they are because I just kind of plowed through them. But this is how far I have gotten on that one. And it's pretty much, I think I screwed up this flower in April, so I think it's about like from here over is April and May. Don't wiggle. I'm trying not to wiggle. But everybody said I should just leave that mistake flower where it's at. And so I'm going to leave it until I'm done and we'll see see how it goes. I hope it's focusing because in general I can't see past the end. I need new glasses so bad, but it's like buying underwear. I'm stubborn. It's like one more day, the elastic's still holding. But yeah, so I only have a couple of months left to do on this. And I do have on Instagram a picture of this chart. And if I remember, I'll put it up here when I go back through editing this, that shows how I divided it in months. And it's basically every 20 count, column. That's how I divided it up in months. Can I stitch it faster? Yes. Each one of my sections on this chart takes me a day. And so, yeah, I could probably have had this stitched up in a week if I'd put my mind to it, but I'm trying not to get burned out and I'm trying to complete a lot of things. So I just in general have divided it up and I'm sticking to it. And so far it's really worked pretty good. Okay, so I have to keep my eye on that red dot because every once in a while my camera wants to just shut off. Somebody said that in one of the videos, that she can only film like little short bursts and her camera keeps turning off, and it's because of the disc that you have. You need like a 90 speed or higher for it to keep cycling continuously. Otherwise it runs out of back memory in your camera. I know it's all technical and I'm not even using the right words, but so if you have a camera that you really love and it works really good, but you use an SD card for it, just check the little number that's on it. You want like a 90 or above, and then it won't do that to you anymore. Okay, next one I have is Little House Needleworks, Little Sheep Virtues. I did Simplicity for April, and I did Wisdom for May. Looks like we're focusing back to me. We're focusing not too bad. I think I need a ring light though. Yeah. Because y'all need to see this glorious, look, just don't look at that, gloriousness that is in bright light. Okay, anyways, let's do this. This is Simplicity and this is Wisdom, but I'll try to, Simplicity, and then there's Wisdom. And I don't know if it'll let me zoom in, but can you see all the different colors of the fleece? That's what I'm going to put the little blurb I did on how I stitched it. I'll put that here. That was fun. It was hard though. And I've been seeing that a lot of people have started doing their sheep with the French knots and stuff. And it makes me so excited. I'm ruining the sanctimonious of cross stitching, but I think it's so fun to see people put their twists on things. I know we can all change our colors up and stuff, but there's something about adding a little bit of specialty stitch to things that is not called for that just kind of takes your project that much further. And to me, I'm all about texture, I'm all about colors, I'm all about just fun, and I have to be different. I don't know if you've noticed that I have to be different. Otherwise I'd have my hair colored and not look like I'm 100 years old anyways, because I'm lazy. Anyway, that had nothing to do with anything. But so that's how far. So I've got I'm 5 in, so I have one more for 6 months of doing this. Where did I put this? Over here. And those borders, whew, those borders are something else. I am doing Patience, right? It starts with a P, whatever the P one is, not peace. Anyways, Positivity or Patience. Now I can't remember. Anyways, that's the next one that I'm doing in case anybody is stitching along with me, which I don't know anybody that is. But if you are stitching any of these charts and you are on Facebook or Instagram, please tag me at Mouse Potato Designs. At Mouse Potato Designs. Either on Facebook or on Instagram, so that I can see them, because I want to see what you're doing and it feels like we're stitching them together. So every once in a while I get to see my name pop up and I gotta go run off and see it, because otherwise I have a lot of people to keep up with and I'm really not good at it. I try, but I can't remember who says they're stitching what and where. I don't know how stitch alongs work and how they keep up with each other, other than you hit the hashtag, right? Anyways, if you want me to see it, I would love to see it. Link me up. All right, next one, Jeanette Douglas. She posted the funniest photo on her Instagram. I think it said Hooker Falls or something. She looked like she was having a wonderful time. But she's doing a stitch along, the mini bouquets stitch along. And this month is May. And I, of course, had to use my own colors because I have to be that one. And I still think designers must just go, oh, that's very nice, dear. But anyways, this is my May. Hold on, I'll get it in the middle. And I used my own colors variegated floss on it, and I love how it turned out. And I used the words quote choose happy because they make me happy, and I love it. It's all sulky flosses, and I think it's just coming along so pretty. And there's supposed to be a border here, but I don't know. I may just do the outside border and leave it. And as I do them, I almost wish I hadn't done the outside border, because it would have been kind of pretty just like that. I also wish I had not started this in the middle of this beautiful piece of fabric, because it easily would have left me a little bit to play with, but oh well, I'm learning. I'm learning. It's cloudy today, so my light looks like it's going in and out and in and out, and ooh, floss. Like we don't all have that happen. Where did that floss come from? I have no idea, but it was hooked to something. Okay, next one. Oh gosh, I love this one. Okay, oh wait. I forgot I'm sharing April too. That was my April. Whoop, where am I? Exist loudly. Choose happy as May. I forgot. I didn't show you guys last month, so now you can see both of them. But again, sulky flosses. See, there's a, look at it. So where did that one come from? Why? Oh, that makes me nervous. That means there was a needle probably somewhere. Nobody walks through my room barefoot anymore. Okay, next one that we have is Keep Calm and Cross Stitch by Crochet Go Go. And we all know and love her. And again, I am not stitching this top box part. April was, I finished up this mouse part. And May is, I had to roll my fabric and I stitched, whoa, that part right there. So, whoa, here's what it looks like. Maybe, there we go. The box with the two mice. I'm changing up the color of the mice. I did do a post on Instagram about it, asking what you guys thought. And I ended up I'm going to do them all different colors because I didn't want to do white mice. And so that's how that turned out. And I don't know if you can tell. Maybe not. Maybe? Nope. Okay, anyways, I changed how the spool was stitched and I did the floss differently. And again, there's really good photos on Facebook and Instagram. So, but that was April, and then for May I did rolled the fabric, did the rest of the border, and added the spools and the scissors in the middle. And so that's how far I've gotten on that. This is fast. This is a fast one. If I had sat down and put my mind to it, I probably could have had this done in a month. But it's really refreshing to stitch her charts, and if you've stitched any of Crochet Go Go's charts, you will agree, I'm sure, with this, that they are superbly written. They are so easy to follow. They're nice and big. The colors match the flosses or whatever, and they're just a joy to stitch. And so it makes it go really fast. All right. So next thing that I am stitching is my Live Simply English Live Simply sampler. And then so April was, which side is April? Okay, this side. April was this guy. I don't know if it'll let me. Oh, there we go. April, and then Be Grateful is May. So that's going to be as far as, that's what it looks like. And I am using all the call for colors on Crochet Go Go's and on this one. I don't think I changed anything out on it either. So it looks like, except for I'm using a different fabric, but it looks like this. Oop, back up. And again, the flower pot and the give love I did in April, and the be grateful with the bird and the top of the poinsettias I did this month in May. And so this one's really fast too. It's really well charted. She does beautiful charts. I will tell you that the information on hers, I got this on Etsy. She's no longer on Etsy. She's a Russian seller. And so they still have this ban or whatever the heck. I don't think that's fair. But anyways, if you check out her Instagram, she has where she's selling her stuff now. And her charts, again, are beautifully, beautifully done. And that's how it's coming along. It's really fast stitch. All of these first ones, this one, all of these are easily a day. I stitched them in a day. Two partial days, maybe 2 evenings, 2 mornings and evenings, something like that, but they're not very long. Okay. So, next one. Are we still recording? Yep, still going. Sushi rice. Can you hear it? It says, good food coming. Good food coming. Good food coming.
It's 12:15.
And it's 12:15. All right. So here's the next one. This is my bigger one, and I'm gonna be really glad when this one's done. I love it. I like how it's turning out. I have messed up on pretty much all of it. So at some point I just decided, nah, screw it, I'm gonna do it my own way. And I'm using the call for colors, but they're moved all around, and I'm adding quotes and I'm changing things. And yeah, it is what it is. But I don't know how to pronounce her shop. This is the shop. And this is the chart, Stitching and Quilt. And I am working on the box that I did for April and May is the girl with the pin. She's sitting on the pin cushion, that box. Okay? And this is how it looks. So this is the whole, whoop. This is the, well, it's backwards. This is the whole thing. Sort of. Oh, there we go. And then this is what I worked on this month, or April and May, is the girl. And I added the quotes. The quotes are not called for. The specialty stitches are not called for. With the floss here, I don't know if it'll let me. Let me see if I can get it in the middle. Nope. Anyways, the flosses, how I did the floss is I just laid the string on the fabric, and then I just tacked it from the back so it just looks free-flowing instead of back-stitched. I don't know how else to explain it, but that's where I am on Spring in the City. It's cute. I just have this spot, these two left to go, so I'll be done in the next 2 months. So that'll be nice. Yeah. All right. Okay. Hold on. I gotta go check my rice. Be right back. All right. Rice is checked. Coffee is drank. Where were we? I have no idea. I told you it's gonna be long. I hope y'all are brought snacks and stuff like that. But, all right. If you guys been reading along with my story on Instagram and Facebook, I don't know why, but I have decided to turn Spring in the City by Crochet Go into a story about Annie Belle, the goose, and Elmer, the rabbit. My grandparents' name were Annie Belle and Elmer Jacobancy. And I miss them every single day. I wish special people in our lives could have lived longer so that they could experience, because they'd really appreciate it, and the not special people would not. But anyways, I don't know. This I have said from the beginning that this chart is like a really good book that I just cannot wait to turn the page on. And so I'm constantly, it just talks to me as I stitch it. I don't know how else to put it. I'm weird. What can I say? But anyways, as I'm stitching this, the thing that I did for April and May, she's got her photo, is this house and goose part right here. That's where I'm at. And it just, I don't know, I just started writing a story about it. So now my posts have all included this story about Annie Bell moving into the neighborhood of Spring in the Cityville. She lives next to a port. Her good friend Florence owns the flower shop, and she just loves to play with her flowers. And next door to the house that she built is a city park, and she keeps missing him, but people keep telling her there's a cute guy that takes care of the garden, the park that's next door, and she can't wait to meet him, but she keeps missing him. And anyways, there's this whole story. So if you've been following along with my Annabelle story, is it just stupid or what? If you are following along, I hope you're enjoying it. But anyways, this is what I stitched for April and May. It is Annabelle Goose and her house. And she just moved into the neighborhood of Spring in the Cityville. And her favorite colors are purple and pink. And so her house is pink and her flowers are blue and purple because she loves those. And when she was cleaning out her lot, she found a bird's nest in the tree and baby birds, and she loves living there. She's so excited. This is her dream house. Somebody did mention that she needs to get her cross stitch hung up on her walls, and she will be doing that, but it's spring, so she's outside a lot right now. But yeah, so that's, and I had to roll it, obviously, but yeah, so next month she gets to meet Edna Bunny, who is the sister of Elmer Rabbit. There's a whole family drama there, and with the Rabbit Bunny last name, they don't like to talk about it, and so Annie was told not to bring up the differences. But personally, if you ask Florence, the florist, there was something funky going on. We'll find out. Not that she gossips. No. Anyway, so next month I will be stitching the park, and she will get to meet Edna, the bunny, and finally the hunky gardener next door, Elmer. So that's how that's been going. I don't get out much, can you tell? Yeah, my English professor in college said you really should learn to write fiction because you just go off into worlds. He was right, but I didn't. Anyways, next one up, always flowers. This is we went from my fiction to my fact. This is my grown-up stitch. Always flowers sampler. I love this so much. It is so out of what my normal style is. If you've seen all the charts that I've shared so far, they're not very serious. And so this is my serious chart. And I do have a question about this one. This one's by Stitching Through the Years. And again, all this information, because I always forget to bring it up and talk about it. They're always like, well, what's that? I forgot. It's all down below. Anyways, I finished, April was the house. I finally had to break down and stitch it. May was everything from the roof to the bottom here. So it's this whole middle section. Okay, so you got a good look of it? Okay, so, upside down. This is what it looks like. Hi. Again, I did the house in April. And then everything from left to right, from the roof up, is what I did in May. So all of that. And I did move some around, some of the colors around a little bit. And of course, there's French knots everywhere. None of that is called for. But This is blank and this is blank because I ran into a problem. I bought this chart because of the quotes. The problem is that the quotes are all stitched 1/1, meaning for linen. So I'm stitching this on 18 count Aida. I don't know how to convert that yet. Several people have said that I should just backstitch it. So I'm going to chart that out and see if it will fit if I backstitch it. Everybody seemed to be like, "Ooh, could you backstitch?" Like it was a bad thing. I like French knots. You think backstitching is a problem? So I'm going to try to figure out if backstitching will work on that. If not, if you guys have a suggestion of how I can get those quotes in there on Aida correctly, or somebody's already done a rechart for it or something, hook me up. I'd love to know. All right, that is the last chart that I have done, that I have planned, except for the one I'm about to show that I've kicked down the road for 2 months now, still kicking it down the road, and I need your opinion on it. A lot of these will be done over the next few months, so I'll have lots of open time at the end of the year to stitch or do whatever I want to do. Hopefully some finishing, because apparently I can't do that at the same time I'm stitching. But this one is like that child that's sitting in the corner that I can't today, and it's not coming back. I love the fabric. I love the colors of the floss that I picked. And to be honest, I love the chart, but it's caused me so many problems that I just have not been stitching on it. Anyways, the chart is like a cherry blossom from Stitching Through the Years. And it's beautiful, but as I've said before, you can see that the photo is done in blue. You can see that the fabric is blue. So I tried to do it in blue too, and I dyed my own fabric. But the problem is that her flosses didn't go with the blue. So all of the flosses that she has on there are not like, I don't know what they are. I'm not going to go into it. Anyways, this is what I have done on it so far. And I think it's pretty, and I think it's turning out beautiful and all this. But I just can't seem to get myself back into stitching it. So what do you think? Should I just unstrap it from the frame so I can do something else and put it away and maybe someday go back to it? Or should I be the adult about it? Because I love the fabric, I love the flosses, I love the chart. I'm just got a mental block on it. Should I just let it sit over there in the corner for a while until I've finished a bunch of my other charts and I have time to just put brain power into it so that I will still have it hopefully finished by the end of the year? What do you think? What would you do? That's what I'm asking. Okay, that is all of the charts that I have on my planned stitching for 2022. That's my progress on them for May and June. I'm moving on. April and May, I will just continue with them in June, and by July a couple of them will be finished, but I have 2 finishes for this month. So the first one, Paula, oh, she's gonna kill me. No, I'm kidding. I don't know how to say her name. I want to say it's Paula. Paola? Paola. Paula? But spelled different with a O instead of a U. Oh, hook me up and fix that, because she's so sweet and I adore her. I adore her channel. Or she doesn't have a channel. I don't think. Oh shit. Do you have a channel? I want to know. Anyways, Patini. Come on. There it is. She just posted the other day that she did a new chart, and it is Enjoy Every Stitch, and this is what it looks like right here. And I'm a huge fan of hers. I don't think she's been doing this for very long, but she's got some beautiful charts, and she's just super nice. Her polymer clay work is crazy good, and anyway, so I, you know, like everybody else, I posted that, you know, I love it. It's cute. It's adorable. It's on my way. I even actually had it open on my Etsy, on her Etsy store, because I was like, oh, sister's gotta get that one, because I have had an idea for it. And I got this private message and she goes, here you go. And she sent it to me. I was like, oh, that's so nice. Not that I'm not, you know, everybody's nice, but I just, when people do stuff like that, I'm always like, oh my gosh, I'm not worthy. But anyway, she kindly sent me a copy of it. And so I, of course, I had all my other stitching done. I had to sit down.
It's 12:30.
I had to sit down and stitch it, and you guys have seen her charts, I'm sure. They're like Crochet Go-Go's and that kind of stuff, super easy to follow. They're nice and big. I've done a couple of her free charts, and I really enjoy it. And she's just, you know how you can just feel nice people through the screen? That's how she is. And I have a long list of hers that I want to stitch. Anyway, so I got it done. And I did this on 20 count Aida, or, well, no, it's called linen, but it's this weird weave. I called it toddler linen. It's like linen with training wheels on it. So it's not so small you can't see it, but it's not like Aida. It's so weird. But anyways, I had so much fun doing this. I didn't use her call for colors. I just kind of used what I had sitting out here from the other projects I've worked on, but they're pretty close actually to what she did, other than I moved around. I changed the borders because I have a different finish in mind, and the one border she did, they won't fit what I want to do with it. But I ran floss from the spool through the needle and out, and then on the button, I tied a bow in the floss in it and ran it over to the skein of floss. And then there's French knots for the pins and, you know, all that kind of work. But that's not, she does call for specialty stitches in this. There's some back stitching and French knots for the pin heads and that kind of stuff. But it's really simple. And if you aren't used to doing specialty stitches, this would be a great one to do. But this took me, I think I stitched this in 3.5 hours. It was really fast. And my plan for finishing it, where's my jar? Oh no. Hold please. Sorry. My plan for finishing it is I have this jar, and what I want to do is make a belly band out of it. And then I want to put my orts in it. I like that word. Ort. Anyways, the little pieces of floss that are left, I've seen several people do jars and stuff with that. And so my 2023 goal is to start putting all my little flosses in it, see how many I get in a year. And so that's what I want to do with it, is to make it into a little belly band for my jar of Ort flosses. So that was my first finish this month. My second finish, do you ever have that moment when you're just like, ah? Yeah. Okay, my second finish, Positive Thinking by Jardin Privé, and I got it done. Let's see if I can get it all in the camera view here. Wrong way. Over here. Here we go. I don't know if it's going to focus on it, but anyways, I got the whole thing done. And yes, as you can see, I had to do French knots on the sheep. So we'll start at the top here. And I am just going to frame it and hang it on my wall. And I am just so excited about it. And I love how it turned out. I've loved this from the second I saw it, and I knew I had to stitch it. And this was a gift to us. This is a free chart. And this was a gift to everybody. I mean, it really, if you stitch this, you are not only receiving a kind gift, because who gives away a chart like this? It's awesome. But you are also giving a lot, because with this hanging in your wall and you're reading this, you believe it and think it and feel it, and it just makes me feel good when I read it. And so that is my other finish for my first official planned stitch finish for 2022, and I could not be more thrilled with how it looks. I knew it was going to be pretty, and I used a scary fabric. I wasn't sure how that was going to turn out, so it worked out good. Now I just got to get a frame for it, and next year you're going to see I'm going to have a Jardin Privé year, because I'm obsessed with her stuff. She comes across just as such a positive, I feel so much positivity out of her charts that they call to me. All right, so that is all of the stitching that I had for this last 2 months. I did forget to show my planner that I've been keeping up with. I meant to show that first because it's kind of the point. But anyways, this is how April ended up. And this is how May came out. Oops, sorry. And I just have to move on to next month, which is blank. This is all it looks like for next month. And so I'm going to, in the back, I'm going to print out a large photo of this so that I have it in a viewable photo size, because these little photos, they work great for having it during the month, but they're not real good for details. And so I'm going to print it out bigger so it can go in the back of my planner. I don't really plan. I don't know what to call it. I call it tracker, I guess is the best way to put it, because I don't plan ahead in it for like what days of the month I'm going to stitch things, because I'm a stay-at-home. I don't work outside the house, and so my schedule's open. So I've been putting what I did instead of what I plan to do in it, and so far that works pretty good as long as I sit down and get my stitching done instead of putting it off. And I really gotta stay on that because we're starting to garden and it's spring and we gotta get planting, and I have a huge yard. I have a half an acre and it's all in town, so it's not like a field out back. I have to mow it and weed it and take care of it, and I'm ready for an apartment to be honest. But anyways, I have to keep moving on this stuff. So that is what my planner looks like for my tracker, if you will, for the last 2 months. And okay, let's see what else. Are we still there? I told you it's going to be long, and I'd like to say I'm hurry, but I'm no hurry. So I showed my finishes, I showed my progress, I showed my planner. What did I write there? Oh, somebody wanted to know if I have some place that I show the progress closer together with how I've been stitching. And if you go over to Instagram, I have all of my highlights listed on my page on Instagram. Again, you don't need an Instagram page account to view my Instagram page. It's open to the public. Anyways, across there is highlights, and each one of the highlights is for each chart that I'm stitching. So if you click on it, it starts in January and it shows you the progression from start to current. So it also shows finishes and that kind of stuff. And I had to say that I got a message from Jan Hicks the other day, and which in itself is like, you know, having a celebrity send you a message, because she's like huge in the cross stitching world and her stuff is beautiful and she's a very nice lady, and I of course follow with bated breath to see what she's doing next. Anyway, she messaged me. Well, she didn't message me. She tagged me in a story that she did, and about the highlight thing, and I was just like, oh my gosh, somebody gave me credit, because I see a lot of my ideas. And I'm an open book. I know they're going to get ripped off, so I wouldn't put it out there if I didn't want you to use it. It's like the French knots and all this stuff. I didn't invent this wheel, people. But it's really, really nice and refreshing when somebody takes the time to say, hey, I didn't come up with this. This is the person that did it. Just want to let you know. I don't need my horn tooted, but it's really nice to know that something they saw you do, they liked enough to do it too. And I think that's really nice. When I see stuff, when I do things and I got the idea from somebody else, I desperately have to share that with you, because you have to go check that person out. If I like their stuff enough to imitate it, you got to check it out because it looks nice. So to have somebody at her level, and I've had many people at her level that are not as considerate and kind, let's just say, with the ideas that they have learned. And, you know, I try not to be bitter about it, but I'm like, you're gigantic. You can't share a little bit? Come on. But it was very kind of her, and I felt entirely flattered that she would take the time to give me a shout out like that. And anyways, it's about the highlights. And so Jan Hicks is organizing her stuff in highlights on Instagram. So if you want to go over and check out how it worked out for her, be sure you check her out. I think it's Jan Hicks Designs on Instagram, but you can't miss her. You know who she is. I will put a link down below, but it was really nice. Anyways, all of my highlights are like that. You can click on them and see the progress of everything. So that was that question. Yeah, I think that I'm going to put, okay, so I'll try to put up here how I divided up my charts, and I didn't print anything out, which was my bad. But basically how I do it is I kind of figured out last year how fast I kind of feel like I can how much I can stitch in a shorter period of time. And then I kind of used January as my tester to see if I could keep up with what I thought I could do. And so in general, charts kind of break themselves out. They either already come as a stitch along, like the Jardin Privé one, that one was broken out already, or they come with boxes like this one, so you could divide that out with how many boxes, or they all come with pages. And so if you think you can stitch what's on that page in a few days, I tried to figure out how much I could stitch within 1 to 2 days on my smaller charts, and then 3 to 4 days on the larger charts. And really each chart is different. I mean, the boxes kind of naturally break it up into months. But if you're a slower stitcher, you might need to break the boxes up. If you're a faster stitcher, you might need to combine them together. But there's really no right or wrong way to do it. It all really depends on you honestly judging how fast you think you can get something stitched. If you want to get it done in a particular amount of time, you take that amount of time, divide it by how much you have to stitch, and see what that leaves you. You could even do it as simple as taking a chart, and what I did, like with Sheep in the Meadow, it was so many boxes, so many squares across, you know, they come with counts, so many counts across, and I took that count and divided it by 12, and that gave me how much, you know. And so that's how, there's no great mystery to it, so I don't have a huge secret on it. But if there's any of the charts that I'm showing that you would like to see up close on how I chose to divide it, please let me know. I will try to do, I mean, I can try to do a separate video on it, but it depends on the chart. If you want help dividing up a chart for, like, say a year or something, don't send me the chart, because that's wrong. But send me a picture of the chart or the name of the chart and where I can see it. And I can send you back what I think I would be able to stitch or how I would divide it up. And maybe that'll help you out too. Okay. I think that pretty much gets that. Oh, one other little thing about Instagram. I just want to say I hit 7,000 followers on Instagram, and I want to say thank you so much for everybody that follows me on Instagram. I'm having the best time with Instagram. It's easily my favorite platform. I do enjoy Facebook for other things that I work on, and I do have a Facebook page on my cross stitching and stuff. I'd say I enjoy Stitching 911's Facebook group more than my own page. So that's where I hang out mostly, on Facebook. But Instagram, it has embraced me and brought me into the family, and I just really, really, really enjoy Instagram. So most of my stuff is shared. All my little in-between stuff is always shared on Instagram, and I just hit 7,000 on that. I really want to hit 10,000, and it's not for what you think. I mean, it's nice to have 10,000 people following you, but I really want the options that Instagram lets you have when you hit 10,000 followers.
It's 12:45.
Yeah, it's just going to be there. Because when you hit 10,000, it opens up a whole bunch of options in your panel of what you can do, and I want to be able to link my stories to a particular URL. So if that's why I'm trying to get to 10,000, and so I hit 7,000 this just a couple of days ago, and I also can't wait. I'm gonna have, when I hit garbage day, 10,000, I'm gonna have $100 giveaway, and I got all these prizes and stuff, and I can't wait, because I'm very excited, mostly because I just want the option to link stuff. It's so stupid, but all right. So that is all of that. Now, I did mention that I have a December daily chart that I want to do this year. Last year I did 2 charts, and of course I can't think of the names off the top of my head, but I did this chart here, and this was beautifully framed, and then I dropped it and busted the entire thing, so I have to get a new frame for it. But I did this chart, and by the same designer. I did, ooh, see, hey, there's my setup right there. I did this chart for just a December stitch. And so I hadn't picked out one for December yet. And Beth Liotta, Liotta, a friend on Facebook. She's very sweet. Oh my gosh, people, y'all are so nice. Anyways, she sent me a message, and she said that I bought 2 of the same chart. Would you like it? And the chart that she sent, she had doubles of, was this chart. And again, I don't know how to freaking pronounce her name. If somebody knows, let me know. But it's this chart. And she and I are going, I'm stubbornly not starting it until December, because I don't want to focus on it until I'm done with my other stuff. But we're going to stitch this together in December, and I just figure I'm going to do a box a day. I'm going to change it from the winter December part. I'm going to put on top, and then I'm going to stitch the boxes. I did change the colors up for it. Again, if you're on Instagram or Facebook, you've seen all the information about this. But I wanted to share that I'm going to start this on December 1st. And if anybody else is stitching this chart, if you want to join along, and would you, I don't have a hashtag. We could do hashtag shabby winter calendar, something like that. I don't know. If you have a good hashtag, let me know. But anyways, if you want to do this too, drop me a line or link me in your post or whatever, so that I can find you, and we'll do this together in December. And I love doing a December daily. It's kind of like an advent calendar, stitching an advent. Okay, so even though I was watching it, it still died. I don't know where I was, other than I was talking about my December stitch, and it's like an advent calendar that you open one a day. So for me, I stitch one a day. So if you want to join in, leave me a comment or tag me on Instagram or Facebook, wherever, and we'll do it together. And thanks again so much to Beth for your kindness. You are a light in my life on Facebook, and I appreciate you so much. That really is just about it. The only thing else that I want to share is I'm going to do a separate video. I have most of my 2023 plans figured out, fabriced out, and kitted out. And so I'm going to do a separate video on that, so that you can see what my plans are so far for 2023. I know it's, 6 months from now, but if I don't get it all planned out now, it takes a little while to get all this stuff, and I'm really going to try this year to use up my stash, which is terrible that I already have a stash and I've only been doing this for a year. So I will do a separate video about that. If you guys are interested, let me know. If not, if you're like, oh, I don't want to know, let me know that too, so I won't do it. And I think that's really it. Again, all the details will be down below, as much as I can put in the description. You can always find minute details about everything on Instagram or Facebook. And I got my May video done. Sorry. Kind people are my kind of people, and this is why I do my videos. I do these because you are my friends, and I enjoy sharing with you. I am so grateful for all of the people that follow me. I'm pushing 8,000 on YouTube. I wish I was better about doing videos. I know everybody goes, I'm gonna do better. And you know, I've been on YouTube since 2009 and I'm not gonna get better by now. It's obvious. And apparently I can't even do one video a month. So I suck at that, but I will be back every month. I don't know why I wouldn't be, but I just want to say thank you so much to you guys on YouTube and for being here, and I will have a big giveaway at 10,000 if I ever reach that on YouTube. I'm not holding my breath. Because I understand I don't share as many videos. A lot of people are like cranking those puppers out, and I don't do a lot of hauls, and I don't do a lot of giveaways. There's a lot of people that do a giveaway every video and that kind of stuff, and I don't have anything really to give away. I do have some floss. I'm probably going to have a giveaway for that, but you know, and so I usually find the channels that have lots and lots of followers are also the ones that either put up a lot of videos or they give away a lot of stuff, and that's not me. It's just, I mean, I like to give away stuff and I like to do stuff, but I want you to follow me because you want to follow my videos, not because I'm paying you. So if you don't like me, don't watch me and don't leave me nasty comments. And if you do like me, please watch me and leave me nice comments. And be sure to tell me that you have a floss tube so that I can check it out. Leave your links to your floss tubes in the comments down below. I love to share with everybody anything. I will share them. I don't mind. Let me see. I think that's it. Again, thank you so much for being here. If you have comments, questions, or suggestions, leave them down below. And I will see you at the end of June, if not sooner. Actually sooner, because I'm going to do that video. But I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for being here. Talk to you later. Bye!